Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Elite Nurse Lifestyle, where we discuss all things fashion, most importantly, fragrances. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for joining. And if you do like the content, please like, share, and subscribe. And so guys, is it me or has spring sprung? Okay? Because here in the A, it's literally been above 70 degrees this whole week, right? And I'm not one to complain because I love the warm weather, but it definitely came quite early this year. And so, guys, I've been wearing fragrances that are more geared for the spring weather, right? And so these are my more sweeter, citrusy, fresher fragrances, right? If you want to know what fragrances I've been reaching for while it's been unseasonably warm, stay tuned. First fragrance that I have on my list is from the House of Bijoux, and it is none other than Bal D'Afrique. Guys, I literally, oh my God, have been obsessed with this fragrance since first sniff. And this is just it literally reminds me of this fragrance I had when I was younger, when I was like 20 years old, and I came across Envy by Gucci. When I tell you I was obsessed with that scent, it was citrusy. It had that grapefruit note. Oh my God, I was obsessed with that scent. And so when I smelled this fragrance, it literally brought me back to that time. And that's what I love about fragrances, how it's just able to transport you to that, that moment in time that has a special or sentimental meaning for you. And it's just this fragrance, guys, it's aromatic, it's citrusy, it's a little woodsy, a little floral. It has a little bit of a powdery dry down. Let's see what some of the notes are. Some of the notes in this is there's Amalfi lemon, there's black currant, there's bergamot, there's orange flower, violet, jasmine in the middle, vetiver, amber, musk, and Virginia cedar. So guys, while you get that bright, uplifting note when you first spray it, oh my God, it's so good. When you get that, right, then it's balanced out by some of the woodsy notes and the musky notes in the base. So you're not getting like just a citrusy fragrance or just a sweet fragrance. It's well blended. It's just absolutely stunning. And it's one of my favorite from the House of Bijoux. Bal D'Afrique, perfect for the cooler, venturing into the warmer time of year. So the next fragrance on my list of fragrances for that, spring-like weather is none other than Musk Therapy by the House of Initio. And guys, y'all know, this fragrance just does it for me. I literally was supposed to get Atomic Rose, right? Because when I got Side Effect, I requested samples, and this was one of the samples that came. And the moment I smelled this fragrance, I was just like, Atomic Rose who? And I had to get this, guys. It was just the citrus note, and then it has this creamy dry down from the sandalwood. Guys, it's aromatic, it's a little citrusy, a little musky, there's a little floral in it as well, but it has this powdery dry down with the creaminess. Guys, this is so well blended and it's just so stunning. Some of the notes in this fragrance are, let's see, it's got white musk, black currant, bergamot, mandarin orange, magnolia, sandalwood, and hedione. And guys, the composition of this fragrance is just absolutely stunning. It reminds me so much of Bal D'Afrique. These are definitely in the same, I would put them in the same family, right? It's not alike, it's not similar, but you can definitely get the some comparisons because they're both citrusy. These fragrances, guys, put me in such a happy mood, and it's just one of my faves, one of my favorite freshies and, you know, airier fragrances from the House of Initio. Absolutely stunning. Musk therapy. Check it out. The next fragrance on my list is from the House of Amouage, and it is Lilac Love. Guys, this is the perfect fragrance for the springtime, right? When it's getting a little warmer, and it's vanilla, it's a little floral, it's got some cacao in it, and I was just like, cacao, really? In a fragrance with that composition? But I don't know if you all know much about the House of Amouage, but when I tell you, this is one of the fragrance houses that, based on what's in the fragrance, you cannot guess how that fragrance is gonna smell, right? Because they have a ton of notes in the fragrances, and most of the times it's not gonna give you what you're expecting to get. But this is so beautiful. It's perfect for spring. And look at this bottle, guys. How stunning is this lilac bottle? Absolutely gorgeous. So it's got some vanilla. It's floral, a little powdery, some cacao. It's warm as well. A little bit of spicy notes. Some of the notes, there's heliotrope, lilac, gardenia, peony, jasmine, and a rose. So it definitely has a lot of florals, right? You must love florals to like this fragrance. It's got the cacao, tonka bean, and orris in the middle, and there's some vanilla, sandalwood, and patchouli in the base. But absolutely one of the favorite ones from this house for me. Definitely get a sample if you are into floral fragrances. This is a stunning fragrance from the House of Amouage, and it is just perfect for this time of the year. Lilac Love from the House of Amouage. The next fragrance, the fourth fragrance out of 5 fragrances, and I have 3 bonuses for you on this list, right? So the next fragrance is from the House of Xerjoff, and this is a beautiful fragrance, perfect for the warmer time of year. It is none other than Dama Bianca. Absolutely gorgeous fragrance. It is vanilla. It's a little powdery. It's got some floral notes. There's also some violet, which is quite prominent in the fragrance. It's also a little woodsy, as well as you definitely get that iris note that is in the fragrance as well. So for me, the notes that are most prominent, it has kumquat, heavy on the kumquat, right? I get that quite a bit in this fragrance. There's lime, there's some iris, violet, some Egyptian jasmine, lilac, lily of the valley. Definitely a floral fragrance, guys. If you do not like floral fragrances, you may not like this fragrance, but it is just one of those fragrances I feel like it's easier to like, and it's very soft. It's not overpowering. It's there's some vanilla, there's some musk and sandalwood, as well as cedar in the base. Absolutely gorgeous, non-offensive fragrance in my humble opinion. Dama Bianca from the House of Xerjoff. So guys, the 5th fragrance in on this list is none other than Hauts Bijoux from House of Siage, guys. And this is one of my faves from the house, guys. This is fruity. It is a little citrusy, a little, perfect for spring, summer. It's sweet. There's some woodsiness. There's vanilla, some floral notes in this fragrance. Absolutely stunning. I feel like it's literally my favorite from the house that I've smelled so far. There's mango. You definitely pick up on that mango note, and grapefruit as well. There's also some black currant in the middle. There is iris, as well as in the base there's heliotrope, vanilla, cedar, and amber. Absolutely stunning fragrance. It's perfect for spring, perfect for the warmer time of year. And guys, this is gonna be one of those fragrances that people are gonna be like, what is that? What is that you've got on? Absolutely stunning fragrance. Hauts Bijoux from the House of Siage. One of my absolute favorite fragrances from the house. Check it out. So the first of the 3 bonus fragrances I have on the list, guys, is from the House of Byredo again, and it is Rose of No Man's Land. Guys, like I've said before, this is one of those rose fragrances that I feel like if you do not like a rose fragrance, this would be one that would be great to start out with. It's a little watery. It's not like a green rose. This, in my opinion, is more of a watery rose. So you do get that rose scent, that rose note, but there's also some floral notes. It's a little woodsy. So it balances out the rose, as well as a little bit of amberiness to the fragrance as well. Some of the notes in the fragrance, there's Turkish red rose, pink pepper. Then in the mid, there's also, again, Turkish red rose, raspberry bloom, papyrus in the base, and amber. And so, guys, just a great, light, airy rose fragrance. And this is just one of those non-offensive rose fragrances that, honestly, I think it would be a great starter rose fragrance for if you are not particularly into rose, which I wasn't, but I'm having a rose moment. Most of the fragrances that I've been getting lately are rose fragrances, and I just absolutely love this fragrance. Rose of No Man's Land from the House of Byredo. Check it out. So guys, the next bonus fragrance on the list is from the House of Siage as well, and it is Passion de l'Amour. And this one, guys, is a beautiful fragrance as well. Now, I know I mentioned Hauts Bijoux. That is absolutely my favorite from the house that I've smelled so far, right? This is the second runner-up for me. This one, it has some oud in it, so if you are not a fan of oud, you may not like this fragrance. This definitely, I would say, is not a safe blind buy. Hauts Bijoux, that one I would say is pretty much a safe blind buy over this one, Passion de l'Amour, because the oud is prominent in this fragrance. Gorgeous fragrance if you love an oud note. It's a little fruity, it's a little sweet, it's got a lot of depth, right? So this fragrance, it's gonna take you on a ride. So you're gonna get that oud note, you're gonna get some fruitiness, some sweetness, some vanilla, some warmth, some spice, and it's got some patchouli as well. It's a little balsamic. So this definitely requires a nose that is more developed, right? And so guys, let's see some of the notes in this fragrance. There's some raspberry, saffron, bergamot in the top notes. And then the mid is raspberry again, some amyris, lily of the valley. And then the base has the oud, the vanilla, patchouli. And so this, guys, this fragrance, like I said, is perfect for this time of year where it's getting a little bit warmer, but it's still cooler. I would wear this in the evening time. I got rudely interrupted. My recording just stopped. And so let me get through this as fast as I can, right? So, like I was saying, this would be a fragrance that I wear in the evening time because it has so much depth to it. And it's just perfect for the evening time where it's going to be a little bit warmer, but it's still cool. Do you know what I mean? It's not like summer. It's that in between where it's like spring weather. And it's just perfect for this time of year. Again, Passion de l'Amour from the House of Sillage. Beautiful fragrance, but you definitely must love oud. And so the last bonus fragrance on the list is from the House of Noble 1942, and it is La Danza, Delle, Libellule. Let's just go with La Danza, right? And so, guys, this is a beautiful citrus fragrance, fruity fragrance, right? Perfect for the springtime. It has this red apple note that is very prominent in the fragrance. I've never had a fragrance with that note, and I just absolutely fell in love with it when I first had a sample of this fragrance. And so it has that red apple note, which is I think the most prominent note in the fragrance. It has some bergamot. Then in the mid, there is some cinnamon, cedar, and the base has vanilla, coconut, and musk. But it's definitely a fruity, aromatic fragrance. It has a sweetness, a little powdery on the dry down, as well as a fresh, airy, very spring-like, just perfect for this time of year. And if you haven't smelled or heard of this fragrance, check it out. I found it quite interesting because of that red apple note, and I just absolutely love it, and I think it's perfect for this time of year. La Danza Delle Libellule. La Danza Delle. Let's go with that, right? So guys, I hope you enjoyed the list. Let me know what are some of your favorite fragrances that you are going to be rocking this spring. Okay, until next time, stay tuned. Thanks for watching.